Okay, so to finish off my final post about my major project, I'm going to just show you a little bit with actually crocheting, which if you see this eventually is going to be a beanie. So for crocheting this beanie here, the main idea is you start with a magic loop, then from the magic loop you double crochet into that 12 times and connect it. So you have 12 stitches all the way around on here. Then you just go into each stitch and double crochet into each stitch twice. And that makes you have 24 stitches. By the time you finish that loop, you connect it again. Then you start the next one, so that's this loop. And with that loop, you just start going and you double crochet twice into a stitch. Then you double crochet once into the next stitch, twice into a stitch, once in the next stitch, just alternating back and forth. Then you get all the way around, connect it again, and this one is at 32 stitches, which if you look closely into there, let's see. So you see how it wraps around. There's one, there's the next, there's the next. You can sort of make out the stitches. And for this, you just that is my crochet hook in one of the stitches, and you just work in each one of those. After the third row, you go around and you then work on it with 2 double crochets into one stitch, then a double crochet into the next, a double crochet into the next, then 2 double crochets into the next. So each time you add a row, you add a gap between the 2 double crochets in a stitch. So this next row is going to be double crochet, well, 2 double crochets, double crochet, 2 double crochets. The row after that will be 2 double crochets, then you double crochet into 3 stitches, then you do 2 double crochets into it, if that makes sense. So anyways, here I've just double crocheted twice into a stitch. So for double crocheting, you just wrap it around, well, you wrap your working yarn around your hook. You then, with those both on your hook, slide your hook through the next stitch. So now I have basically 3 different parts on there, well, loops on there. Then I loop it around one more time, and this time I grab that loop and pull it through 2 loops. So now I'm left with 2 loops on there. Loop the working yarn around it one more time, and then grab that and drag it through both of those. So that's a single double crochet, which I know that just sounds great off the tongue, and so I'm going to do that one more time here into the next stitch. And from there I have one more stitch, well, I have another stitch to go into. This stitch, however, instead of only getting 1 double crochet in it, this one gets to have 2 double crochets in it. So this just keeps expanding the circle outward until I get it up to 72 stitches total around it. And by that point, it'll be a nice and big circle. And then from there, I just build it out this way so that it's actually a hat and not just a circle you put on your head. So if I were wanting to do single crochets, which is what I'm going to be doing at the very end of this hat so that the trim of it isn't the same as the rest of the hat, instead of looping around the hook at all, you just go into the stitch, you grab the working yarn and pull it back through, and then you loop around once, pull through both. It's not a very complicated concept if you understood the double crocheting. It's just without the first loop that you add. So yeah, that's just the basics of how that works. Eventually, this one will be completed as well. When it's done, it's completely washing machine safe. It's a great little hat. And I believe that's about it. So yeah, if you want to get into crocheting, it's great. It's an easy time. I highly recommend it. So have fun. Thanks for watching, and thanks for keeping up with me learning how to crochet slowly.